It's actually been a while since I've seen a streamer say the dumbest thing possible in the situation. We had Bad Bunny to call people leeches if they didn't donate enough to their stream, which is already kind of weird because, like, they're just watching, they're donating already their time, and you're getting money from them when they watch the ads to even get on the stream. But that's a completely different thing. That aside, right? This guy might genuinely be worse because he seems to somewhat be on an upward trend, but now it's just dropped off completely, especially with how he chose to respond to this. He pretty much any chance of having a good online career. At this point on, I think he'll be a lolcow. But let's get into the actual clips that made him become the lolcow that I think he's going to be for the rest of his career.
F's kiss. All right. Curvy, where the fuck have you been? Oh my God. Well, tell you what, Miss Dirty Curvy, you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to talk about it in my chat because it's Friday and that is a whole big bucket of bummer. And I'm sorry for your loss, but we're not doing that in my fucking chat.
That's really a wild combination of words. I'm sorry for your loss, but that's a bummer. We're not doing that in my chat. And trust me, it's gonna get worse as we go along. Getting started. But and the loss that she had was the death of her mother, right? This wasn't like, an aunt or like a relative that she didn't really know, which is already sad enough. But the fact that it was her mother who passed, and then he's saying something like this is just completely uncalled for. And let's just continue.
Thank you. Well, okay, Miss Dirty Curvy, you said no, that's fine. You asked, so I told. No, I didn't ask you to tell me the biggest fucking bummer news in the world. I said, hey, what's up? How are you? You know what? Let me give you a little bit of a lesson, Miss Nerdy Curvy. When something really, really bad is going on in your life, and in a public forum, someone asks you, hey, what's up? How are you? There are two acceptable responses. Good, and you know what? I'll make it through. That's it. How are you? Good, or you know what? I'll make it through. Awesome. Love to hear it.
Very, very douchey to say that. Now, most times when people say, oh, hey, how are you doing? They're just saying it as pleasantries. But you asked, like, where have you been? What have you been up to? What do you think they're going to respond with? Oh, yeah, I've been down in Acapulco, partying it up. Didn't have time to come to the stream. No, she's being honest, right? And she's a regular, enough of a regular for you to recognize her name and be like, yo, I missed you in the streams lately. And it turns out that a person who's giving their time to watch what you do, watch the content that you make, and you're going to sit there and disrespect them like that. It's, again, uncalled for, dumb. But that's not how you respond to somebody who's clearly going through something. Just obvious. Shouldn't have to say it, but obviously this guy doesn't know. So
see, there you go. Or Prom's response. Yeah, I said, Prom, how are you doing? She says, I'm alive. There you go. Oh, I asked you where you were. Look, Mr. Curvy, I'm just subtly trying to tell you that unloading really heavy news in people's chats on Twitch is not like good etiquette. It's not the place to do it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That's it.
So this is someone who's coming to you with a loss, right? They're definitely struggling through something. And this is your response. And you're not subtly trying to tell them anything. You're putting them on blast for your entire stream to see. You're waving your hands and going, hey, this person's an idiot. Now they want to talk about it. And it's not like she made an insane deal about it. She just replied. He asked, right? And, it is pretty douchey for him to say the things he said, but at least she knows that he doesn't really care. He just asked to have pleasantries, Maybe she donates and he was like, yo, what's going on? Normally your donations help support my gaming collection or my can collection, given the background of his streams. Like, and what, you've been gone. But like, if you're gonna respond like this to somebody telling you, hey, I lost my job, or I got divorced, or my mom died, or something like that, just don't ask. If you don't care, don't ask. I don't go around asking questions I don't want real answers to. Well, I guess I do ask, people how they're doing. And most times I'm not expecting someone to go, well, man, I'm really struggling. But if someone is gonna say that, I'm gonna be like, hey, man, that really sucks. I'm not gonna be like, you know what, man, I'm walking to class right now. Or, you know what, man, I got a lot of work to do right now. Okay? Like, what is this? It's, well,
That's it. I figured this is a good opportunity to inform you. Heavy news like that, when someone asks, hey, where have you been? You don't need to tell them, well, my dog died, my husband left me for a younger woman, my house burnt down, and my car got stolen. So I've been a little bit busy. That's why I haven't been around. Because it's like, oh, God, like, like, like if someone asks, like, hey, what's up? Where have you been? And it's heavy, just be like, I had a bunch of shit going on, so I've been lying low for a little while. Got it. That's it. I'm not trying to rip you a new ass.
This is honestly like artisan builds level of just, stupidity. Honestly, like that's what it is. It's not, naivete. It's not, him just not being aware. It's just him being stupid and not thinking of like, hey, what is the effect of me saying this gonna be? Make it worse, the fact that her mother just died and now somebody's ragging on her. But no, he doesn't care about that, man. He's not trying. And you're clearly trying to rip her a new one, okay? Because you put her on blast for over 2 minutes. You're just sitting there complaining, oh my goodness, bro, why are you telling me your mother died? Like, it's not like she's trauma dumping on a stranger. Like, he even says later on in his apology video, which I haven't brought up until now, but there is an apology video and we're going to get into that. He even says that they're acquaintances, right? So if they're acquaintances that you know well enough to be like, yo, where you been at, man? What's going on? And they're like, oh man, my mother passed. Like, that's not really trauma dumping. They're just letting you know what's going on. That's someone you know telling you like how their life's been. But whatever. Anyway, as all unfortunate, wouldn't really say unfortunate, I'd say annoying internet celebrities do, he chose to make a apology video, and I'm going to go through that a little bit. I'm not going through the whole thing. It's actually really uncomfortable and it's just not good. So
Twitter, good morning. I have something that I prepared, something that I've written down that I'd like to share with you guys. And it's right here on my screen. So if I'm, glancing from the camera down to the screen from time to time, it's just because I'm following along with what I've written. For those of you that don't know me, my name is John, or disgusting piece of shit, as some of you prefer to call me on Twitter. Either is fine. It's cool.
Right into the attempts at getting sympathy. He's trying to shift the focus off oh, I'm not WeFoundTheBody. I'm John. You guys should know me as John. Even though Twitter is attacking me, which is fine, I can handle it. Dude, if you can handle it and it doesn't matter, why say it? It's not like it's a joke. It's not delivered like a joke. It's just what you're just saying. You're just making a statement. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, finding fault in everything this guy does unfairly. But it just feels to me like he's instantly starting out guys, I'd like some pity. Really, I would just really appreciate it if you guys would just pity me just a little bit, okay?
There's a few things that I'd like to make clear about the matter at hand. Firstly, it is well known in my channel that I do not tolerate heavy news, drama, or trauma dumping, if you will, being entered or dropped into the chat. This has been discussed and explained and made clear many times while I've been live over the last 4+ years that I've been on Twitch. I also have a rather lengthy text command that appears frequently and explains this in my chat in words, maybe for anyone that doesn't have volume on or maybe is hearing impaired.
So this guy is coming into this woefully unprepared, even though he wrote a script, which I was so caught up in the pity bag part that I forgot to mention that it's cool to write a script if you want to just, organize your thoughts. I'm against that. But like, this is the point where you pull out receipts. This is the point where you say, oh, here's me back in September saying this. Hey guys, can we not talk about trauma? It's unfortunate, but I want to focus on what we're doing currently. Or, hey guys, let's focus in. Let's not do any of this. And then show a screenshot. Show a quick little screenshot of you saying, hey man, look, I don't even know how you would say it in a good way. Hey guys, keep the trauma dump to a minimum, okay? All right, let's not hear about anybody's troubles tonight, okay? Let's keep the stream positive. I don't know. Maybe that's how he does it. But you're trying to convince people that first impression they got of you wasn't actually how you truly are as a person. And this is how you're coming at it. Like, it's just weak sauce, man.
One very important detail that I think I should share is that this individual has been spoken to about this before. This is not the first time that she's violated the expectation that people not share heavy news in my channel. Previously, she shared in my chat very personal, detailed, potentially triggering comments regarding a toxic relationship that she was involved in. And this was approximately a year and some months ago. And at that time, I did in fact let her know that I don't appreciate or entertain that type of commenting in my channel. Her and I met in Discord. We spoke privately and discussed her relationship situation as friendly acquaintances. And she expressed to me that she understood why I don't like that sort of thing being entered into my chat. We had an understanding. The frustration you witnessed in that edited clip that she provided is a result of this.
So, again, this is receipts time. This is not time for you to be like, guys, we had a conversation privately and it was all taken care of. Dude, if you had this conversation and you went into Discord, bro, where are the Discord screenshots? Go get them. Go get them, because he didn't edit this video too much, but you will see some editing a little bit farther. Again, you're trying to show people, hey guys, this is an issue that I've been dealing with for a while and I just snapped, and I shouldn't have said it, but it is what it is. We're gonna move on and we're gonna keep making good content for you guys. Instead, he's just claiming this stuff when it would be a great idea, a wonderful idea for him to pull out the screenshots. At this point, it would boost his credibility so much, because right now he's just claiming things with nothing to back him up. Just go get the screenshots and go have it edited. If Twitch is like your main job, you probably have enough money to go hire an editor if you don't know how. If you don't have the money, it takes like 20 seconds to get like a YouTube tutorial.
Even though she's been spoken to about this type of thing before, and she knows full well, she was a streamer for a time, that this type of thing is most certainly frowned upon. Dude, I'm getting follows right now. From Joe JCKS, Bro Chacho, welcome to the channel, dude. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, maybe we should just, you know what? Fuck it. We're not going to cut this out. Let's one and done. I like to say one and done. Where was I?
Well, that shows you about how seriously he's taking this, which is interesting because he didn't really have that big of a fan base And the closest thing I saw to anyone defending him was Nick DiOrio being like, guys, he might be on the spectrum, because that's an insane level of like unawareness of social cues, which I think isn't too bad of a theory. I get why he thinks that. And well, it's a theory. He's saying, oh, for sure that this is how it is. He's just, putting something out there. It is interesting to think about, though, like, this guy clearly has no clue what he's doing. He definitely doesn't have like a PR team, but he thinks he's a lot smarter than he is, when really he should have just put out like a maybe 3 to 5 minute response where he's like, hey, I messed up. I talked with this person. I had a lot of frustration pent up at this person because I had already dealt with this situation from her before, and it ended up boiling over. Here are the screenshots of us talking, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to prove everything I claim, instead of just claiming a bunch of stuff and not really putting up anything to back it up. To be fair, I only watched the first like 5.5 minutes of the apology, because I wasn't going to watch anymore, because I was like, there's no way he's putting any type of valuable information in the next 2.5 minutes. There's just no shot. He's clearly not I don't even know if he's capable of doing that in terms of like planning it out, which is crazy because he literally scripted this. So he took time and wrote out his thoughts, even though I don't think he actually scripted it. Now I'm saying that, I think he more so had like bullet points that he wanted to hit, which is why he was stuttering so much. Which, I stutter sometimes, or I'll jump over a word, but this is really a lot more informal than what he's trying to do, where he's sitting in front of the camera doing something. I think the fact that he left it unedited was his attempt at being like, look how authentic I am, but it came off as him just being like, man, I got this. I'm gonna just wing it. I'm gonna go through it. I'm Noah from Artists and Builds. I forget his last name, which isn't important. But anyway, I'm going to end it off here because I can tell this is going to be a long video. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it so much. Merry early Christmas. Goodbye.